So the hidden power of visual models, our final model before we get into some more fun stuff. Well, this is fun for me, but the hidden power of visual models. How many people have heard like an iceberg metaphor before? Great. Means I don't have to explain it. When most people see a model, what they see is above the surface is just the content of the model. They see the shape, they see the color. They just see the content of it. Which is really, the color's a bit off, but that says 10%. In an iceberg, only 10% of the iceberg is above the surface, right? And it doesn't matter how much wind you blow on top of the iceberg, it still always moves in the direction of the base. Because that's where the majesty is. That's what that word says. Majesty. Remember majesty? It was a different majesty. Remember? That was the name of the trip to Egypt? Exactly.
Is that the name of the camel?
So, what's above the waterline is what is seen and what is said. We've already started to talk about some of the things which are below the surface, which is the relationship, the sequence, and the insights and wisdom, which is really what's unseen and unsaid. Even in this model, there are things that are unseen and unsaid. And what this really does is it's just working with our biases. It's a bias aligned. It's how our brain already operates. We're working with that. The biggest issue with most people using visual models is they're actually working against people's biases because they don't actually recognize how the biases works. And what that means is they start to use, a shape or a color which is misaligned with the message that they're actually communicating. If I draw a red hexagon, what is it going to say? What's the 4 letters going to say in that? Stop. So you already know all of the things which are inherently playing out based on colors, based on sequences, all of those things. So there's the seen and said and the unseen and unsaid. We want to get to the deepest level of that, right? Because there's an even deeper level below that. This is where we can actually embed an idea into someone. An embedded idea is where we actually create the process of inception. Right now we're using inception, using a visual model to teach you about visual models. Or incepting an idea into your mind and understanding it based on how your brain already works. And what this then does, it allows you to go from what's seen and said, what's unseen and unsaid, to what is felt and received. Because what is felt and received is the transmission of that level of mastery that that person then has, right? This is how we communicate depth at a glance. And if you can communicate depth at a glance, what does that do in terms of when people are filtering through you or someone else? When someone's thinking about you or someone else and working with them, what does this do?
Sets you apart.
Yeah, shows that you go deeper, right? So the other part of this is, how many people have heard of like the blue ocean strategy?
Yep.
Blue ocean strategy is the understanding that if you go fishing somewhere and everyone's fishing in the same place, i.e. everyone's fishing in life coaching or PT or a subscription or men's work, if everyone's fishing in that, then the waters get really red and bloody, right? Because everyone's getting all the fish. Instead, what you do is you need to be able to create your own market. Meaning you need to be able to create a unique mechanism, or more accurately, you need to be able to create your unique method. The only way that people can get that is to come to you. You need to be able to create that exclusive solution for you that is then labeled in a specific way that allows you to be able to communicate the depth that you have at a glance.